Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to your Module 2 end of module task. Yeah. All right. So we are wrapping up our time with the early American West. So we are going to use everything that we have learned about the early American West and how to write a good informational paragraph showing differences with topic specific words. So here's what you're going to need for this writing activity. You are going to need that evidence organizer that you made yesterday. Why? Because your evidence organizer should already have your introduction and it should already have your topic statement. So you are going to write your introduction and your topic statement on your piece of paper. So the introduction that we came up with yesterday is that Johnny Appleseed, and those topic specific words, that's our checklist for success. We need topic specific words. Johnny Appleseed and pioneers and real life pioneers. Whoa, real life pioneers traveled to the early American West. That was our topic statement. No, I'm sorry. Miss Mason is so silly. That was our introduction. So there is step 1 for our checklist for success. Now we need a topic statement. Remember, our topic statements tell us how they are different. So we would say, however, there are differences in blank. What did we say they were different in? How they traveled, how they made that journey. Okay. This is where we have to be very careful with our evidence organizer. Okay, so we have our introduction. We have our topic statement. You are going to make sure to complete that topic statement. How were Johnny Appleseed and the real life pioneers different? They were different in the way they traveled. So they traveled in different ways. So now we need 2 clearly explained points with evidence from the texts. So we're going to start by comparing. You can pick which one you want to do. I am going to give you your sentence starters and you are going to fill in the sentence. Remember, this is just to help you think about how to organize your writing. You need a sentence starter, you need the middle of your sentence, and you need your punctuation. So we're going to say, Johnny Appleseed traveled blank. How did Johnny Appleseed travel? How did he travel, Smarties? Think about it. But there's that conjunction but. So this is still one sentence. Johnny Appleseed traveled how? How did Johnny Appleseed travel? Look at your evidence organizer. Johnny Appleseed blank, but real life pioneers blank. So that first sentence, I want you to think, how did they travel differently? Johnny Appleseed traveled blank, but real life pioneers traveled blank. All right, let's think of another example of how they were different. So we are going to use topic specific words again. So Johnny, oh, and I need to spell that correctly. Johnny Appleseed blank. Look at your evidence organizer. What is another way that Johnny Appleseed was different from the real life pioneers? Remember, we talked about how they traveled differently, how they treated animals differently, how they felt about Native Americans, and how they treated Native Americans. So in this second sentence, pick one of those, okay? You could talk about animals. How did Johnny Appleseed treat animals? How did he feel about Native Americans? You are going to complete this sentence. But here's the second half of our sentence. How did the real life pioneers, how were they different from Johnny Appleseed? Okay, so remember, this whole writing is talking about how Johnny Appleseed and the real life pioneers traveled in different ways. Now, we have our introduction, check. We have our topic statement, check. We are making sure to use topic specific words, check. All we need now is what? What are we missing? We have our evidence. What comes after the evidence? A conclusion. So we can say there are different ways blank. I want you to finish that sentence. What are their different ways? And look back at your topic statement. However, there are differences in the way people traveled west. Okay, here is, I didn't do it all for you guys. You guys are second grade smarties. You have a growth mindset. Remember, use your evidence organizer as a tool. Do not just write those little facts because we did not write complete sentences yesterday. We have to use topic specific words to complete those sentences. So I'm talking about your evidence. Okay, we just gave little facts. We didn't write complete sentences yesterday. So you need to complete the evidence sentences, okay? So you should have an introduction, a topic statement, 2 sentences describing the differences between Johnny Appleseed and real life pioneers, and you need a conclusion. Remember to use those topic specific words and remember to show the differences with both. Use that evidence organizer. All right, Smarties, I have had such a great time exploring the early American West with you. Remember, there are so many lessons that we can learn from the Native Americans, from the settlers, from John Henry, from Johnny Appleseed, and She Who Is Alone. We have a lot of things that we can keep in our hearts, in our minds about our time in the early American West. All right, Smarties, remember to edit and check your writing before you send it to me as a picture in Seesaw to my Smarties. Don't forget to send a picture of it to me in Seesaw. The rest of my Smarties, way to go making it through Module 2. And now it's time for Module 3. I'll see you very soon with a new module. Happy learning, Smarties.